the sleep from your eyes. Quit dreaming now, the sun is on the rise. And by the end of the day, this dusty room will be 1,000 miles away. Once heard it said in a song, best keep to traveling on.
Season's greetings, you lovely lot. Welcome back and Merry Christmas. And now I'm conscious, well, today is Monday the 23rd of December. This will probably be aired, if I'm efficient enough, on Thursday the 26th, which is Boxing Day, so just after Christmas. So I hope you've all had a fantastic holidays. If I'm not efficient, then it'll be coming out the week after. So Happy New Year. But yeah, welcome back. My name's Marcus. This is Notch to 11, and if you're new here, you're very welcome. I hope you like what you see, and if you do, please feel free to subscribe and see all my content as and when and if I'm able to take videos nowadays. Massive thank you to each and every one of you that reached out with your love and support about my dad. Still very, very unwell, unfortunately. We now know he's terminally ill, which is a real shame. But he's comfortable. He's awake now, finally, and he's doing reasonably okay, all things considered. But we won't have him for much longer, sadly. So we're making the most of what we've got with him. So I do appreciate all the love and support that you've sent. I'm back on my new fields. It's a Monday. It's beautiful. It's pre-Christmas, there's blue sky, there's a whole field here that I've not even scratched the surface of, so I'm really looking forward to having a couple of hours. That's all, just a couple of hours of digging for your viewing pleasure. So without further ado, we'll see you on there. Well, we're about 20 minutes in, and we've had about 5 or 6 targets so far, all nothing of note, although I did get quite a nice big bit of lead, which will go to the scrap man. We had a 73. Just on the, or just under the surface. I've managed to just scrape it away with a pinpointer, and I'm seeing an edge. So for the very first find of the video anyway, will we be getting on a coin? No. No we won't. No we won't, but that's all right. It's a little 4-hole button and probably reasonably blank, but we'll take it. It's a find and we'll move on. All right then, we've got a 92. Not the best tone in your ear you're ever going to hear, but one in the early 90s, you've got to give it a dig, and it's worth putting the camera on for, you never know. It's a bit jumpy now. And I have been finding quite a bit of lead as well, just so you know. Not there yet. Lovely soil on this field. Right, I'm either missing it or it's deeper than we thought. Let's take a bit more of that out. Yeah, it's out. Let's see what we got. Here somewhere. There you go, staring up at me. Happy days. Let's get the glove off. Oh yeah, first coin of the day. It's probably about my 10th target though, but we've got a coin. Right, I'll give it a squirt. It's halfpenny size, quite green, so I'll give it a squirt. If there's anything on it, you'll see it in a sec. If not, that will go back in the bag and off we go. See you in a bit. Well, the coin didn't really come up to much, unfortunately. Pretty blank, so we'll give it a proper clean back at home, of course. But yeah, didn't bother wasting your time on that one. Bit of quiet further, kind of 10-15 minutes. But then we got an 81, pretty wispy, about 6 or 7 inches down. And that looks to me, yeah, had a few of these on here now, so bit of shooting activity, if nothing else. Yeah, little pistol shot, a musket, a musket ball is what we found. Yeah, only tiny, but we'll take it. So they've obviously been dropping lots of musket shot and not dropping many coins so far anyway. All right, we'll crack on. Well, that lovely blue sky you would have seen at the in the intro has quickly gone. Been here about 45 minutes, 50 minutes now, and it's blown away and been replaced by rather grey and cold conditions, and quite breezy actually. So luckily I've got the wind muff on, so hopefully this is coming through okay. Didn't put the tripod out for this one because although it was in the 90s, it was an awful 90s. It was jumping all over the place and really sounded quite horrible, but you can see it's still jumping around a bit on the Deus too, but it has stabilised a lot, and I can see it staring up at me. It looks a bit like a lid, but it's very green, so I thought I'd better turn the camera on. Don't know. Oh, that couldn't be a little weight, could it? A little trade weight. Oh yeah, that might be, you know. That could be a little brass, bronze kind of little weight for some scales, little trade weight. Possibly, I don't know. We'll have to clean that middle out. Okay, in fact, let's do that. Yeah, because some of those do often have little stamps and hallmarks, and not hallmarks, but you know what I mean, stamps, back stamps or whatever you want to call them in there. So yeah, well, that's pretty cool. Excellent. Let's give it a squirt, see if there's anything there. Back to you in a sec. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm pretty confident that's a little weight. It's only small. Hard to see, but there might be something there. Look. I hope there is, because I found a couple of these much bigger than this though over the years, and I think only one has ever had any kind of semblance of a mark, and sometimes you get some real crackers on there, you know, like crowns and all sorts. So yeah, okay, we'll give that a proper clean up back at the ranch, but that is lovely, I think. Excellent, very happy with that. Yeah, there might be something there as well. Look. Oh, cool. We'll put it down as a little trade weight, and we'll see what we find when we get back home. Yeah, lovely. Fantastic. See you in a bit. Right, next one. It's quite a clear, crisp 86. About there. So, in coin territory, hopefully. Yeah, very happy with that little trade weight, by the way. That's if that's what it is, I'm pretty sure it is. It's pretty cool. Still there at the moment. Oh, it's got really quite fresh very quickly. It's supposed to be a bit milder today. Was that you? Oh gosh. Not sure you were worth a dig, were you? Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's a beast. I don't know what that is. Possibly a bit of shrapnel, either way. I like to refer to it as cack. Well, if you're watching this, it hasn't been a waste of time. I found a 73, and I just flipped that clodo out, and it's turned over, and there's something green looking back at me, which ordinarily would be no issue. Although that does look like it's got something on the top there, so I thought before I do anything else, I would turn the camera on just in case it is something. No, it's got a bit of shape to it. Look. Is that a key? That was me thinking it was going to be some sort of pendant. But it's that'll learn you, won't it? Anyway, bit of fun, I suppose, for Boxing Day or New Year's, whenever this video comes out. It's a key. Oh well, I'm trying to think of a pun there, something to unlock, but there you go. Never mind. Let's move on. Let's unlock some history. No, it's too late, Marcus. You missed your chance, mate. Moving on. Right then, well, we just dug a little bit of lead out of that hole there, and as I put my Deus 2 down to obviously kneel down to dig it, the end of the coil clipped a little target, so I left it where it was. Anyway, I've just picked my Deus 2 machine back up again, and got an AC4. So I'm going to see if we can find it with a pinpointer first. If not, we'll turn you off and I'll get the tripod out. But yeah, it didn't feel particularly deep. An 84 again is worth a try. Oh, where are we? There we go. That was in here. It's not looking very coin-like though, unfortunately. Kind of interesting though. Oh, yeah. What on earth is that? That's very cool, whatever it is. It's got a little hook, which I presume is by design. Any ideas? You let me know, but I am stumped. But it's something, isn't it? It's ARTEFACTY, and it's off something, but I haven't got a clue. Any thoughts, let me know. See you in a bit. And whilst a little plane flies above, we've moved straight on to another surface target, which is a 64, and it's there. So I thought, why don't we whack the camera on again? I'm suspecting button, but you never know. Yeah, it's a button. That's about 3 or 4 now. Oh well, it looked like it might be a coin. It wasn't. Moving on. Right, I'm mildly excited. Only mildly, because I'm not sure yet. But 64, 65, it was only just under the surface. As you can see, I used my hand digger to get it. 64 is small silver for the DS2. So I got the camera on because I can see, and I don't know if you can, I haven't touched it yet, that in the middle of your screen, which looks suspiciously like a little coin. And I'm keeping everything crossed, and I suggest you do the same. It's gotta be. Oh, it's gotta be. Yes. Finishing the year with, I think, a little bit of silver and a hammered coin, no less, I suspect. Yeah, that's got to be, isn't it? It's got to be. Let's get the squirt tea bottle out. Be a bit gentle with it, obviously. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's got to be. I'm really not very good at this kind of squirt and clean at the same time. Oh. Funny enough, I just turned to I've done about an hour and 10 minutes, and I've only got a couple of hours, so I just turned to, yes, just turned for home, really. Oh, fantastic. Put that down there for the product placement. Yes, that's a hammered coin. That is, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it's pretty much all there as well, I think. Don't know what I'm looking at. That looks quite interesting. Little shield type thing. Lizzie, maybe. Plenty of writing on it. Presumably that would be there's a bust on there somewhere. I'm not sure who it is, but it's a silver coin. That is amazing, and not only is it silver, it is hammered silver for Christmas. Fantastic, you absolute beauty. We shall clean that up and find out who that is at home, but we're on the hammered, and that is a good day. See you in a bit. Well, I can't tell you how happy I am to find a hammered coin on this dig. Oh my gosh, I'm only here for a couple of hours. Decided to go in a slightly different direction today, and it paid off, so that's fantastic. So that area is now duly marked, and I will be coming back to it when I get a bit more time. So fantastic news. Next one we had was a 53. In full disclosure, I have picked it up. I was expecting it to be a shotty, if I'm honest. Shotties on the Deus 2 come in and around kind of 54, 55, 56. So I wasn't holding out much hope. And then I picked it up expecting it to be a shotty. Oh, as I drop it again. And it's coin shaped. I don't think it's a button. And it's quite light though, so I don't know is the honest answer. So I thought I'd better turn the camera on before I give it a squirt, just in case it is of anything of interest. It's quite light though. Okay, let's give it a squirt and we'll see if there's anything there. If there is, you'll see it next. Well, I think it is a coin actually. It's seen better days. I mean, it's weird numbers though. Let me just double check that. Yeah, 53. Very weird. Okay, well, yeah, we think it's a coin. We'll put it in the pot and we'll review it a bit later. See you in a bit. Well, I just said to myself, Marcus, this really has got to be the last target. It's very difficult, isn't it, when you're having fun to pull yourself away, but I really have got to go now. So yeah, the Deus 2 has done me proud today. We've got one last target to show you, and I think we might have ended on another high, really. Let me zoom you in. It was a 79.80, and I flicked it out to there, and that looks suspiciously like a little watch winder. It's got a bit shiny as well, actually. Oh, for a second there I thought I was on the gold. Oh, it's very pretty though. Well, if it's not, no, it's not gold, I don't think. Sadly, it's gold. Got a lovely gold shine to it, though. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, that is definitely a little watch winder, for sure. And it's definitely got some gold on it, but I don't think it is gold. But it's a beauty. What a way to end. Fantastic. Right, let's give that a squirt. Come back to you in a sec. Well, sadly, it's not gold. But it's an absolute stunner nonetheless. Look at that. Obviously the telltale sign is the fact that you've got all the, the copper or whatever it is, the brass underneath it coming through. But that is a Bobby Dazzler. Make no mistake. Oh wow. I found a really, really nice watch winder on here on one of my other videos. I think the first time I was on here. This one is equally good, if not better. I would say better actually. Wow, that's a fantastic day. Absolutely fantastic couple of hours that is. And I love this field. It just keeps giving. So hopefully get back here very, very soon. But for now, that is the way to end, I guess. We had that lovely little weight. We've had a coin. We've had a silver hammered. We've had an absolutely stunner of a watch winder. And that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is all you need for Christmas. Right. Well, thanks as always for joining me. I won't do an outro. I really have got to get out of here. But do stick around to the roundup because we'll get a closer look at that silver hammered and we'll have a closer look at everything else we've found, including this little beauty. Thank you so much. You take care of yourself. Speak to you soon. Well, that was a thoroughly enjoyable just over 2 hours, if I'm honest. But I really did have to get off, so I would have loved to have stayed there for another 2.5 hours, to be honest. But wasn't to be. But the field's there. The history will stay there waiting for me, hopefully. And yeah, lots and lots more to give off that particular piece of land, I am sure. As you can see, for 2 hours, that's a ton of finds. Bottom right-hand side there, we've got plenty in Cat Corner. We've got plenty of lead, including a musket ball, a small bullet, and a little rolled up piece. We had 6.5 buttons. We had, and apologies for the artificial light. The light is fading fast here, so I put a bit of artificial light on it. A couple of non-metallic pieces. We had a bit of blue and white pottery, a bit of clay pipe, a bit of an old, or a relatively modern bell. It's definitely got a crotal bell fragment feel to it, but it's wafer thin, so I suspect it's a bit more modern. A key. This thing, no idea. Still no idea. Maybe off a light fitment? No idea. Any ideas, please let me know. What else do we get? We got a crusty halfpenny coin. Nothing too exciting. This thing here, definitely a coin and definitely something coming through on it. Pretty chunky, but pretty crusty. So your guess is as good as mine, I guess. I'd like to think that was a bit of Roman, but I'm not sure. And then the best three finds of the day, and it was only a short hunt, but we did really, really well. As you can see, there's a couple of shields coming through and some markings. It says somewhere on there, 1/2 ounce. So that's a Victorian trade weight. And there's a couple of shields, which I think are the Essex flag or the Essex standard or whatever you want to call it. So I don't think it's travelled too far from its home. Yeah, that's really, really nice. And again, I think I said on the field, I've only found a couple of these, and that's the first one that's got proper markings on it. So yeah, hopefully that will clean up well. A bit of artiseal, and that will go in the cabinet. Second best find, or my second favourite find of the day, although this is an absolute stunner. Yeah, little watch winder. I thought it was gold for a little while when I first uncovered it, but it isn't. But nonetheless, it's still a beauty, and that's I think the second or third watch winder I found off that field already. So that promises good things going forward. So yeah, thrilled with that. And then last but by no means least, the favourite find of the hunt, as I throw it on the floor, is a little Charles I hammered coin, a little penny. You can just about see Carolus there on the top right, and the little one for 1 penny. Just about see the top of his crown. The bust is pretty much worn away, and then you've got the shield on the back. So some pretty good markings on it, all things considered. And it's what's that, 1625 to 1640 something. So a couple of 100-year-old hammered coin. Can't complain. Second bit of silver off that field. Lots more to come, I hope, and I'm sure. So that's it for this year. Thank you so much as always. I do appreciate your love and support. Have a great Christmas. If you haven't already, have a fantastic New Year. I got hammered for Christmas. What did you get? See you soon.